The fate of Nibiru is in my hands. To my conditions you must give heed. Those were the words of Alalu. From dark-hued earth to Nibiru they were by the speaker beamed. When the words of Alalu to Anu, the king, were conveyed, Anu astounded was. Astounded were the counselors. Amazed were the sages. Alalu is not dead? They each asked each other. Could indeed he on another world be living? They with disbelief were saying. Was he not on Nibiru hiding, in the chariot to a place of concealment gone? The commanders of chariots were summoned. Savants the beamed words considered. The words from Nibiru did not come. From beyond the hammered bracelet they were spoken. This was their finding. This to Anu the king they reported. Stunned was Anu. The happening he pondered. Let words of acknowledgement to Alalu be sent. To the assembled he was saying. At the place of the celestial chariots the command was given. To Alalu words were spoken. Anu, the king, to you his greeting sends. Of your well-being to learn he is pleased. For your departing from Nibiru there was no reason. Enmity is not in Anu's heart. If gold for salvation you have indeed discovered, let Nibiru be saved. The words of Anu, Alalu's chariot, did reach. Alalu them quickly answered. If your savior I am to be, your lives to save, convene the princes to assembly. My ancestry declared supreme. Let the commanders make me their leader. Bow to my command. Let the council pronounce me king. On the throne Anu to replace. When the words of Alalu on Nibiru were heard, great was the consternation. How could Anu be disposed? The counselors asked each other. What if Alalu mischief, not truth, is telling? Where is his asylum? Did gold indeed he find? They summoned the sages. Of the wise and learned counseling they asked. The oldest of them spoke. I am Alalu's master, he was saying. He had hearkened to teachings of the beginning. Of the celestial battle he was learning. Of the watery monster, Tiamat, and her golden veins he knowledge acquired. If indeed beyond the hammered bracelet he had journeyed, on earth, the seventh planet, is his asylum. In the assembly a prince spoke up. A son of Anu he was. Of the womb of Antu, Anu's spouse, he was the issue. Enlil was his name. Lord of the command it meant. Words of caution he was saying. Of conditions Alalu cannot speak. Calamities were his handiwork. By single combat and wrestling he the throne forfeited. If Tiamat's gold he indeed had found, proof of that is needed. Is it for protecting our atmosphere sufficient? How through the hammered bracelet to Nibiru can it be brought? Thus did Enlil, the son of Anu, speak. Others many questions also asked. Much proof was greatly needed. Many answers are required. All agreed. The words of assembly to Alalu were conveyed. A response demanded. Alalu the words merit pondered. To transmit his secrets he agreed. Of his journey and its perils in truth he an account gave. Of the tester its crystal innards he removed. From the sampler its crystal heart he took out. Into the speaker he the crystals inserted. All the findings to transmit. Now that proof has been delivered, declare me king. Bow to my command, he sternly demanded. The sages were aghast. With weapons of terror Alalu on Nibiru more havoc caused. With weapons of terror a path through the bracelet he blasted. Once in its circuit Nibiru that region passes. Calamities Alalu is amassing. In the council there was much consternation. The kingship to alter was indeed a grave matter. Anu, not by ancestry alone, was king. By fair wrestling the throne he attained. In the assembly of princes, a son of Anu stood up to speak. He was wise in all matters. Among the sages renowned he was. Of the secrets of waters he was a master. Ea, he whose home is water, he was called. Of Anu he was the firstborn. To Damkina, Alalu's daughter, he was espoused. My father by birth is Anu the king, Ea was saying. Alalu by marriage my father is. To bring the two clans into unison was my espousal's intention. Let me be the one, in this conflict, unity to bring. Let me Anu's emissary to Alalu be. Let me be the one Alalu's discoveries to uphold. Let me in a chariot to earth journey. A path through the bracelet with water, not fire, I shall fashion. On earth, from the waters let me the precious gold obtain. To Nibiru back it will be sent. Let Alalu be king on earth, a verdict of the sages awaiting. If Nibiru it will save, Let there be a second wrestling. Who shall Nibiru rule? Let it determine. The princes, the counselors, the sages, the commanders, heard Ea's words with wonder. Full of wisdom they were, for conflict they solution found. Let it be so, Anu announced. Let Ea journey, let the gold be tested. Alalu a second time I shall then wrestle. Let the winner be on Nibiru king. The words of decision to Alalu were conveyed. He pondered them and agreed. Let Ea, my son by marriage, to earth come. Let gold from the waters be obtained. Let it for salvation on Nibiru be tested. Let a second wrestling, kingship by me or Anu settle. So be it, Anu in the assembly decreed. Enlil rose in objection. The king's word, unalterable, was. Ea to the place of the chariots sent. Commanders and sages he consulted. The mission's dangers he contemplated. How to extract and bring the gold he considered. Alalu's transmission he carefully studied. Alalu for more testings the results he requested. A tablet of destinies for the mission he was fashioning. If water be the force, where could it be replenished? Where on the chariot will it be stored? How to force will it be converted? A full circuit of Nibiru did pass in contemplations. A shard of Nibiru in preparations passed. The largest celestial chariot for the mission had been fitted. Its circuit's destiny has been calculated. A tablet of destiny has been firmly fixed. 50 heroes will for the mission be required, to journey to earth the gold to obtain. To the journey Anu his approval gave. The stargazers for the journey the right time to begin then selected. At the place of the chariots multitudes gathered, to bid farewell to the heroes and their leader did they come. Bearing eagles' helmets, carrying each a fish's suit, the heroes the chariot one by one entered. The last to embark was Ea. To the gathering he bade farewell. For his father Anu he knelt down, the king's blessing to receive. My son, the firstborn, a far journey you have undertaken, for us all to be endangered. Let your success calamity from Nibiru banish. Go, and in safety come back. So did Anu to his son speak, a blessing, bidding him farewell. The mother of Ea, the one called Ninul, to her heart embraced him. Why, after by Anu as a son to me you were given, did he with a restless heart you endow. Go and come back, the hazardous road traverse safely, to him she said. With tenderness Ea kissed his spouse, Damkina he without words embraced. Enlil with his half-brother locked arms. Be blessed, be successful, to him he said. With heavy heart, Ea the chariot entered, to soar up the command he gave.